Rick. Today I'm going to do a session on actually octopus, and I bought it from Randazzo's in Arthur Avenue for like a great fish market. And you know what? This could be fun, And I'll put in some linguine, but I'm thinking about also throwing in some bartellini. There you go. Okay. The thing about octopus is it's very tricky. I mean, they got this whole theory that you put corks in there and you cook it with corks and it's supposed to work. Where am I going to get corks? I mean, most of what I get now is it's not a cork, it's artificial. I don't even know if they have corks anymore. Some bottles of wine are coming now with twist-off tops. Well, anyway, so I have a different way of doing it. I put it in a pressure cooker and I cook it for about 20 minutes. See, if you did it the other way, you would put it in there and it would have to run for about 40 minutes. That would be, in other words, in a boiling water for 40 minutes to cook it with the corks in there. Come on, all right? Okay, so what I have here is, I got this guy. There he is. He's an octopus. That's really an octopus, right? Now, you have to clean it out. I mean, there's usually like a beak in here, I think it is, and there in the front there would be like the eyes. But this looks like they pretty much took care of that for me. They cleaned it up. So I'm going to just put it in this pressure cooker exactly like this. So now, what are we going to do in here? We're going to put some water, but I'm also going to use. I have some seafood stock. There you go. What you want to do with it is you want to pour it in here, but you don't want to fill it over the octopus. So you can put in there some clam juice. What you want to do is you want to season this while it's pressure cooking. This should run, like I said, 20 minutes. You put it in a pressure cooker. That's simple. And just all right. So I have some clam juice. So let's take this clam juice and just pour some in here. So I have some onions. Now you can chop up the onion. Just not. And I'll put the onion in here too. Interesting garlic. A friend of mine gave me some. He grew them in his garden. Little guys, but you know what? Nothing can be fresh garlic. Just, pop it like so. Again, you could, what we're going to do is crush it, I guess. Okay, here we go. So we'll throw some garlic in here. Yeah, I think 3 will work. Here we go. Let's go. And we put the other guy in. Some Old Bay. Why not? Put a little bit of this in there too. Season up the octopus. All right. So we have garlic. We got a little bit of salt. Maybe some black pepper, just a little. Right? Anchovy oil in here. All right. These are anchovies that are flat and packed in olive oil. So just a little bit. So it's good. What we're going to do is put it under pressure, cook it for, like I said, 20 minutes. So we'll set it here. And we just want to put the cover up. It's just pretty simple. Just set it and then turn it. There's a yellow button here that'll pop up. Okay, I'll take 20 minutes on the pressure cooker and it should be ready. To the miracle video, it looks like it's done. Now comes the interesting part. We have the octopus here, so what we want to do is we have a strainer, and we'll just see how it just broke right off. Perfect. Let it drip a bit, and then put it here. All right. So what's going to happen is whatever's here is going to drip into this plate, and eventually we're going to use that when we make the with the gravy. All right. And so let's start cutting it up. It's pretty hot, so we got to cut it pretty fast, all right? And you'll see that as I cut it, it's so simple. I mean, the knife just goes right through it. So it's been cooked really very good. So you'll know that it's not going to be chewy when you eat it. So just keep cutting it, and you want to cut the suction by the suction cups, so you can actually see the cup on the octopus. Just keep cutting it away again. Okay, let's throw some gravy in here. Just a little. And let that start to cook up. Right? Put some fish stock in here. All right. It's starting to boil on the side there for the macaronis. I have two different types. I guess it's linguine, which takes 6 minutes to be al dente, and buccelli, which takes about 9 minutes. So I guess I'll do one for 3 and then the other 6, and they'll come together. Okay. Boil. I'm just gonna add some tomato paste to it. You know the story with that. When you get one of these, they always have the pin on the top, and you just have to put it back here and just twist it, and it opens it. You know. So let's just pour some tomato. And this is, you know, unsalted butter naturally. You don't want to use salted because you're going to do it yourself. So just throw some in the I'm still debating about should I add more tomatoes. My concern being is it takes over the dish. And okay, just pull this. See how easy that is, right? I mean, they make it so simple now with shrimp. You used to have to clean them and take them apart. You know, you get them like this, ready, done. They just have the tail on there and just pull it, and it comes right off. And remember, when you're doing shrimp, as shrimp starts to boil, it turns pink and it turns into like a letter C. It would look like this. That means it's done. The problem with shrimp sometimes is you overcook it, and nothing like overcooked shrimp. I'm at the V.F.W. These are super great guys, and they take care of the people who work for them too. So it's nice dealing with a group of people who understand one another. What's going on here? Should I add? Well, I know what I'll do is I'm going to add some oregano, but I'm going to add the dry oregano rather than. Let's throw some in here, right? Okay. Yeah. Hey, what else I got here? I got some two bay leaves. So now I remember I got to take 2 of them out, right? And if I don't, remind me, all right? So, okay, we got those 2. Hey, what else I got here? I got some basil leaves, just a little bit, you know, the dry basil. Yeah, just a little bit. And then I have fresh basil. Zucchini, they call it. So I'm going to put like this one is kind of an interesting one. It has a hole through it. So I'm not going to put a lot. I'll just put a few in here so it gives it a different look. There we go. Alright. A few, it almost looked like a half a pound I put in there. And this is the other one. This is the linguine. Okay, so this one we wanted to cook for about like 3 minutes so far. I got a timer here. And then I'll put the other one in the linguine in there, and that'll cook for about like, that takes 6 minutes. So the zucchini takes 9 minutes. So that's going to work out. All right, so let me just set this side here. All right, and I got this other guy here. I might put some anchovies into this. Well, yeah, why not? You know, again, you got to watch what you do. You can't over flavor. Is there such a thing as over flavor? Yeah, I guess it is, sir. So Okay, I've added the anchovies in there, and let me just mix them up a little bit. Hey, looks like the Butelli is done. The 3 minutes are up. So let me throw in some of my linguine in there and see how this works out. Okay, now we want to put the shrimp.
An octopus.
Take the shrimp and just put it into the container and just flip it in here. That's it. Now, and then I got to start mixing it up. Well, I'll make sure it just blends. Don't forget that I got to make sure I remove those bay leaves because that won't work too well. Did I say I had 4? No, I had 2. Okay. Okay, let's go. Looks like the process is about done. I finally found those Sherry Lou Smittens, the lamb chop one, where she used to do the lamb chop thing. Anyway, so let me just dump this pasta out. And the thing you got to watch about this is the bretellini has the holes for it. So it gets a lot of water in there. So you got to make sure you shake it to get some of the water out. We don't need any water in there, okay? All right, so we put it, it's in the scolabasta, that's stuff. So all right, make sure I turn off the gas, so I gotta turn it off. Okay, and this looks good. So let me get the macaroni and put it in there, and we can go from there, all right? Well, gotta shake it. Right? You keep shaking it out, it gets that water in it. Oh man. You see that movie My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin, where he's a racketeer and he becomes a fink and turns them all in, and he winds up somewhere in San Diego or some other town, and they said, how do you like it here? He said, they don't even have arugula. and Rick Moranis, I guess it's Rick Moranis, he says, arugula? What's that? And Steve Martin says, a vegetable. Well, anyway, it's arugula will give it a little bit of a different flavor. So this is a very interesting thing, yeah. All right, so I think I got it good. I can't find a fork. All right, so what we got here? I'll eat a shrimp. That's easy. And with the arugula on it. See how that tastes. Forget about it. That was really good. Hey Rick, you did a pretty good job. Would anybody mind if I use my hands? Alright, I'm going to eat an octopus, right? Because I can't find forks. Delicious. I do have some Pinot Grigio. I got one of these here. These are cool. You only got one of these. You put it in here and you pump it, and it sucks the air out, and it keeps it really good. So I have that. I need a drink with it. Anyway, here's the glass. I got some Pinot Grigio in here. As they say in Italian, salute faccendam. Good luck for 100 years. I think the guys are going to like this. I like it. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.